Hi everyone, my name is Mariana and today's video I'm going to share with you 6 tips of how to be a minimalist. First of all, many people may not know what a minimalist is. Well, in my case, or maybe you know, but if you don't, well, from my perspective, minimalist is a way of living with the minimum but still be able to actually enjoy even more your life and fulfill it with more meaningful things that are valuable to you instead of just having so much around that you don't know what's going on. As a first tip, I call it less is more, and for that I think to me it's been the main one in every aspect of my life, where for example less spending, more savings, less distractions, more actions, and also less furniture in your house. It means more space, less thoughts, more freedom. And when you also have like just the luggage, you try to put just the essentials, so you will carry just what you really need through your journey. And to me, it's been really helping me to detach from material things and just be free, feel free to, and I think even more happier, because I don't really need material things to make me happy. Instead, I'm more grateful of the little things that I have around me and in my life. Then the second tip, it's called why. And I think I decided to put a second because I think it's very important that we ask ourselves why in everything. Why do we need it? Why do we want it? Or why do we have it? Or like, why are we doing this? So it's really important for us to really know why, because it's once your why is strong enough, like it's super strong, then your how will follow. And I think we gotta ask ourselves lots of times why, like every single day, why. And I think ask yourself why you're doing it and just follow what is true to yourself and your values, and I think that will be also a huge step. Another tip, it's the third one. I used to watch lots of videos on minimalist tips, and there was a similar one that was making a list of all the things you have. And before actually watching that, I already started doing my list, which it was different, where it was basically, since we're starting 2025, last year when I started 2024, I started this list on my notes on my phone, where I start writing all the things I was buying through the year. And you will be so amazed how much stuff we buy. And for these I'm talking more about material things more than grocery, food or nights out. It's mainly like material stuff that I'm talking here. Then we have the fourth tip, which the fourth one, I don't know why it's fourth, honestly, because I think it's one of the most important ones, and I think they're all very important at the end of the day. It's how to be patient, because I think it's one of the keys that we need to learn a lot, and it's basically wait. So when you see something and you like it, if it's possible, wait. For example, you're looking online and just adding to your wish list or wait list, whatever you want to call it, and just leave it there for a week. And if you can wait for more, even greater. And if you forget about it, that means you actually didn't need it and it wasn't that important to you, that relevant. But if it actually sticks in your mind, and trust me, I have a few things for my photography gear that I haven't bought yet, and sometimes I ask myself why I haven't. And that it's when I'm really like, yeah, it's a big yes. It's not really in the tips, but it's a phrase that I heard this year that has made a huge impact in my life right now, especially. And it's not how much you make, it's how much you spend. And if you keep tracking of your spending, you will realize how much we tend to spend. And from my experience, I keep tracking all my spendings and earnings, and and I saw it after the year, I was like, wow. And I couldn't even understand where all my spendings were going, because honestly, I was like, at the end of the story, I was more aware of where I was going and what I was doing. So I think that's a huge step when you keep track of your spending. And I know it's not easy, but trust me, it will make a huge impact in your life. Then there's the fifth tip that I call instead. And it's basically for everything, where you can do something instead of something else. For example, if you're trying to save money, try to do something that will bring you more without spending that much. For example, last year, instead of going out for dinner with my friends, we stayed at my place and we made dinner together, we cooked, and then there was basically this event where it was about painting. I remember it was like $60 to $80 per person. One of my friends, which I am so grateful to have her in my life, she was like, why don't we just buy the stuff and we do it at home? And I think that was even more fun to do because we were just ourselves. And I'm not saying like, for me it was either way, it would work, but like just to do instead, though, instead of going out and spend that kind of money, we just bought the stuff and had the same fun, if not more, and we still had a great time. And for me, that instead was way greater than anything else. So that's another tip. And then there's the sixth, the last one, that I think it's the first one, but I put the last because it's about finishing everything you have first before buying new stuff. We have so much stuff already in our house that we're not really aware of, and it's when I started last year trying to finish first everything I had before buying new things. Be either food, like one of the things that I love doing, it's actually finishing everything that I have in the fridge or in the pantry, in the kitchen, anywhere. And once I finish everything, then I'll buy, and I know what I have, so when I have, once it's clear, I clean it, I do like a really good deep clean, and then I start buying again, and I know what I need. So it's a big challenge, but trust me, like, I've seen waste of food because we always keep buying more, and sometimes we buy stuff that we are like, oh, I'll do it later, I'll cook it later, and sometimes it expires, and it's just crazy that it's not just waste of food but waste of money, and it's just sad in my opinion. So I think that's a great thing to do, is just finishing whatever you have. I'm also talking about creams for ladies because in my case and my family, I saw like how much skincare products we have, and we keep buying, and or like have friends and family that keep giving us presents, and I'm like, okay, thank you. But then I'm more like, I don't need to buy because I need to finish first what I have before buying more. And sometimes it makes more sense because also like products like that expire too, and they're harmful for your skin, which not many people are aware of. They just keep using the cream that or makeup that they have from years, which is not really the greatest, but that's another argument. But what I'm trying to say is finish whatever you have first, that even material stuff like, let's say, pens and markers or whatever you have that someday will end up his life. So just try to use those things first and then buy new once you really need it. If you have any more tips to share or any questions, just write it down in the comments. And well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you next time. If not, best of luck with everything. I really hope you guys are not just watching this to just watch it, but also like learn, reflect, implement it in your life, and also share it. And that's the stage where I am, where I've learned it and I reflect and I've tried to actually do it in my life and see what has been helping me the most. And that's why I'm sharing only these 6 tips, because are the ones that truly like come up in my mind right now. But there's like so many more that I've been doing also unconsciously already, because it's something that I kept doing then now it's just automatic. Right now these are the most important in my life, and I just hope they can help you as well. I feel like since I started having less, I started feeling more free of actually just enjoy life and truly understand what is valuable to me, and that one day we're gonna leave this earth and honestly we're not gonna take anything with us, so we should be free already. Like, I don't know how to say this, but yeah, I hope you know what I'm trying to say. And that is why I decided to try to be more of a minimalist in every aspect of my life. And by saying that, I hope you guys got the message, and well, I hope to see you in the next video. So bye.